pleasure to do this piece for you all. I put this down here. It's my set list. Woo. So you all had that day, right? Those of you who are HIV positive, where you got the news. I remember exactly where I was. It was 1998. And compared to a lot of you, that's probably a newbie, right? And yeah, this is how it went down. Hello, I'm trying to reach Dawn. It's me, Dawn. Your HIV test did come back positive. Okay, thank you. Bye. It's as if I won the grand prize. Dawn, I really need to talk to you. When can I call back? Oh, no, I'm fine. I am so fine. I'm great. I am so great. Bye. And I was fine. I was so fine. Everything was fine. It was great. Everything was great. And you know how I know I was fine? I found it back in my journal recently. I was so fine because most people don't know how they're going to die, but then I knew how I was going to die, and that was such a relief, and I knew it was going to happen soon. When I broke the news to my mom, I was like, Mom, I'm HIV positive, but I am fine. She told my sister that she was worried about me because I sounded too happy. True story. But I don't know about you, but I didn't want to die. So I decided I could beat the virus by doing a rigorous spiritual practice. Set my alarm for 6 a.m., get up without hitting snooze, and do my affirmations. I'm fine, everything's fine, I'm great, everything's great. Meditate for 35 minutes, drink my raw vegan smoothie, then do that intense hot yoga. And then, if I haven't sweat out all the virus by then, just to be sure, I go do powerlifting at the gym. Come home, write in my journal, I'm fine, everything is fine, I'm great, everything is great. And then I had to break the news to all my friends. And I wrote these long, pages-long letters where I was telling people all the ways in which I was fine. And they would run into each other. Did you get your letter from Dawn? Yeah, but she's fine. And then, at that point I started to meet some new friends, potential new friends. And when we got together, they would, say what most people say when you meet. How are you? Oh, I'm going through a rough time. I just tested positive for HIV, but I'm fine. How are you? And this is when I first learned about social distancing. Everybody moved about 6 feet away from me. COVID kind of gave me flashbacks. But I don't know about you, wasn't it nice to get a test that came back negative? And you know that look, that shell-shocked look, that people don't know what to say? So there was this one time where I waited a little too late to disclose. I was already in bed with this guy, we were getting hot and heavy, and I paused and I said, I have something I have to tell you. You have a boyfriend? No, we broke up after he infected me with HIV. Why did you think I'd be okay with this? Well, you're in a band. And we all know that people in bands, especially like you, lead guitarists, they're very promiscuous. So I thought maybe you already had HIV. And then we could trauma bond. But since that didn't work out so well, I went back to just singing it right away. Hello, I'm HIV positive. How are you? Hello, I'm HIV positive. What's your name? Hello, I'm HIV positive. And you? Can we trauma bond? And then, with the questions, right? Like, how'd you get it? Like, right after you tell them, how'd you get it? Like, can I get it because I was like less than 6 feet away from you for like 4 seconds? And are some of you wondering that right now? I mean, I already told you that I had a boyfriend, but it's like they think like, I'll say it, did you have sex with the wrong person or the right person in the wrong way? Did you do the wrong drugs or the right drugs in the wrong way? And I will tell you, I had sex with the wrong person in the wrong way, which, let's be honest, is like the best kind of sex. But, you know, I was working with a healer at the time. And she told me, you are not your disease. Don't say I'm HIV positive. Say, I have HIV. I have HIV. But that made it seem like I owned HIV, that it was mine, all mine. I have a 1979 Johnson and HIV, and you don't. I felt like I was like a 2-year-old with my collectible Beanie Baby collection. Like, here's my HIV. Oh, here's my depression. Here's my problem with alcohol. And here is my intermittent joy. Isn't she cute? But by then, the activists came, and they didn't want me to be offended by how I talked about me and my disease, which I thought was really thoughtful. They said, now say, I'm living with HIV. Okay, I'm living with HIV, which actually was pretty good for a while. I had a roommate. My roommate was HIV. HIV and I were roommates for a while. We slept together on occasion. It was really casual. But then HIV got too possessive, so I moved out, which was convenient because by then there was an update with how to talk about myself. The activist said, you're now a PWA. PWA? What's that? PWA. Person with AIDS. Wow. Okay. But I don't want to be a pois. It sounds like an evil laugh. But I'm a rule follower, right? So I went along with it. And it turned out being with AIDS was a lot more low-key than living with HIV. It's like AIDS gave me all this leeway to flirt at parties, but I will admit, when HIV got too flirty, I'd run some interference. I'd take the person aside. I hate to tell you this, but AIDS will do anything to have sex with you. But it turns out a lot of people wanted to have sex with AIDS. These were the risk takers. These were the people that liked to live on the edge. I've met a lot of them, but now I am single and undetectable. So if anybody knows anybody for me, let me know. Thank you. And all these, I don't know about you. I'd love to hear after I do this about how you feel about all these ways. I hadn't thought about these in a while, but in the end, these ways of thinking about HIV as separate from me, it didn't feel true because HIV is a part of me. It's in my blood, literally. And so I'm HIV positive. And why shouldn't I be positive instead of negative? I've been HIV positive for 25 years, and you can't even tell, right? So, and now, who out here are my positive people? Anyone? Yeah, thank you. Thanks for, I'm so excited to be with you all. And now I'm really fine. And the reason I'm fine is because of all of you, this study. So I want to give a hand to our researchers, the people that are doing these tests, helping us out. Thank you. And let's give a hand to us. We're the research. And friends and family, those who support us, you definitely deserve a round of applause. And now, we are fine. We're really fine. Thank you.